Hey y'all, welcome to the Toadstead. Well, if you're following the channel, you heard about the table. We went ahead and built this big table, and one of the first things we needed to do was to add this. Okay, this might seem like a little bit much to some people, but quite frankly, a lot of research has to be done about projects that get done in here. We do a lot of weird things. We take apart things, we make things from the pieces, we restore things, we sometimes fix them, resell them, alter them, resell them. So the bottom line is sometimes we have to do research, more often than not, it's more than sometimes. We have to do research to find out what we've got, to find out maybe how something is put together, maybe how something is wired. And having the ability to do that in the shop is huge. And it just so happens that this mount right here, that's a Gateway laptop sitting on top of it that a friend of mine helped me resurrect from the dead by putting new hard drive and all that stuff in it. And hey, it's not a gaming laptop, it's not a fancy, but you know, for going online and doing the research we need to do, it's perfect. It works out just perfect. We do not have internet in the shop, but of course, this thing is Wi-Fi capable, so I just set my phone in its hotspot down there and off we go. But this is a fully articulating mount. It's actually made to go in cars. This is what a lot of police cars have, that have, you know, see the Panasonic Tough Books in the inside of a police car? Well, this is the mount that a lot of them have. And I got this from a friend of mine who's a security specialist. He moved on to something different. And I had this mount in my stuff for, probably a couple of years until this came up and it was like, hey, this will be perfect because it moves a bunch of different ways. Can move it out of the way, move it around, and it articulates at this point and at this point, and the entire thing can swivel down, which is the one place, red direction it'll likely never swivel now. It's kind of locked in position down there at the bottom. But for me, this is working really well. I can look up something and have it right next to where we're working. And I don't have to run in the house, or I don't have to have my iPad out here, which is the primary business computer that I'm using right now. And I'd really rather have that stay in the house because, quite frankly, unfortunately, things can happen out in the shop. And the iPad was a rather expensive move for us, that it took me a long time to make the decision to do it, and I'm very happy with it, but it is the home, quote-unquote, computer for us. This Gateway, I'm not saying it's expendable, but it's more appropriate for out here, and if nothing else, it has a larger screen. And with this system, it'll work real good. Now, all we have to do is finish. If you look down at the bottom, you can see we've got some electrical issues going on here, and that'll be in a different video. But we're slowly getting the Toad Shop table set up. All right. We'll see you next time around.